Ooh, how's it going?
Hi, Dean. How you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm Josh Dietz here. I'm sitting here next to Dean Smith, ex-coach for the University of North Carolina, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame not too long ago. He has a total of 879 victories, 2 total national titles. He was a coach 4 times, a coach of the year 4 times for the ACC, and he also got the chance to coach along big-name players such as Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, and James Worthy. With having those such big names and all those big rewards, how does it make you feel?
Man, 879? That is a lot.
That is a lot.
Honestly, my name may be on those awards, but it was my players that did everything. Those young men put their faith in me to be their coach, and I did everything I could to help them succeed. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to be a part of this great sport.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, big rewards, big feelings. So, focusing more on Michael Jordan, how would you say he was different than your other players? Anything like what made him so special?
Well, I've always tried to treat all my players the same, but Michael was special. He just, you never had to worry about his effort. He always gave a full effort. He had a competitiveness about him that drove him no matter what he was doing. And you can see that now. He exemplifies on the golf course to this day. The main thing I'd say, though, would be his transition from his freshman to his sophomore year at Chapel Hill. I wrote him a letter on the keys of improvement that I wanted him to work on that summer. And not only did he do them, but he turned all of his weaknesses into strengths. And it was just incredible to see. He had an understanding of the game that was unparalleled for a player his age.
Yeah, he is one of a kind, and to see him what he's done, and it's something pretty special to see and witness. And then you always talk about the freshman, the sophomore year. You see with almost every player, it always has a big jump. So
it's a huge amount of growth, especially when they're willing to put in the work in the summer. That's when basketball players are made.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. So I mean, you coached for a few years. Like, what did you love about coaching? Was there ever really like a moment where you really said, "Man, I love coaching so much"?
Well, the championships are always special, but that's not really what I took pride in. I took my pride in at the end of the season, looking back and seeing how much my boys developed into men, or just developed into better men as they were. Every time you become part of the Tar Heel family, it's a special bond that these guys will always have with each other and always be able to count on each other throughout.
Yeah, it's always good to see your team come together and know you're coaching something special. And so it's
family mentality has always been here at the Tar Heel community.
Yeah. Looking at the end of the year, you and your team always makes like a deep run the March in the tournament. With making those deep runs and having success game after game, what do you think is like a key to your deep runs? Like, is there anything that stands out, or you always do?
Yeah, once again, I think it just all comes back to the players, and it's just on the players. They put in the work. They have the opportunity to make a deep run in March. All I can do is give them the tools they need to succeed, and at the end of the day, it's all about them putting the tools out there to work and getting the job done.
Yeah, it's always a good feeling having the end of the year, you make a good run, and
watching them succeed is the thrill of coaching.
And hanging that banner up, that's something else.
It's incredible.
Still going on the coaching thing. Of course, you play around 28 to 30 games a year. But did you have like a one game plan that you could alter here and there for different teams, or did you just have a different game plan for every single team that worked?
Okay, well, it would vary a little bit between teams, whether we were good at shooting or we had more size or length. But overall, it was mainly just having the players play hard, play smart, most importantly, play together. And those things coincided into winning, and that's pretty much what we wanted to do, is create a tradition of winning here at the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, it's always, but being a good coach, I know how to change the game plan a little bit in that way.
Just set them up to succeed.
So, to wrap things up, so you had a good career, then you retired, and with being retired for a while, would you ever consider coming back to coaching if someone ever gave you the right chance, if the right opportunity ever showed up? Would you consider it?
Well, in my area, there's a lot of interest in basketball, and honestly, I got so much outside of coaching and teaching that it took away from everything that I really enjoyed doing, like the practices and the games. But I just never had enough time to do everything I wanted to do basketball oriented, because I was too busy worried about the media or whatever the university needed for standards. And I really wish it could just be more about basketball.
Well, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. It's
Pleasure,
great
Josh.
to have you sit next to me, because I really feel something good to sit next to a coaching legend. So
I don't like to think myself as that. But thank you very much.
Take care.
Pleasure meeting you.